Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews and Off Times Reminiscences. So, just going through my back catalogue on Bandcamp the other day, I came across this, which is, I'm not sure what it is to be honest. What is it? But it's Is, or IS, I think it's Is. But I don't know, I've never bothered to find out, and I'm not that inclined to do so either. But when I noticed it, because I've not listened to it for quite a while, it's been out for forever and a day now, and when it first came out I bought it and was somewhat delighted with it because it's slow, and normally slow music isn't my thing, but there are always exceptions, and this one made my boat float, so as I say, I bought it. And so let's have a listen, shall we? Let me mess about trying to find it on my list of things. Oh, there you are. Here we go then. I'm denied about which track to pick because they all have their equal merit, particularly the first and third. So let's go for number 3, just because it's closest to the mouse, the pointer. Oh, different. Come on, there. So there's something about the simplicity of the and the tone of the keyboards that drew me to this. It's that sort of rising motif that it has that that I suppose makes it not DSBM, because it's like a rising lilt, in which case it makes me happier. I mean, DSBM by and large doesn't make me feel wretched, so but nonetheless this the way this is composed sort of lifts me, even though it has a morose tone to it. Another thing is, despite it being slow, there is that background rumble of kick drum, I presume it is, which means it's a bit like staring at a frozen river. The ice on top is static and not moving, but if you find a hole in the ice you can see the water rushing below, and that's what the drums here, or the kick drums on here, sort of picture for me. other thing about this EP, this artist, that I like is the vocals. I'm very fussy about vocals. Vocals can, I suppose any instrument can ruin a song, depending on what you like. But in black metal, let me just think about this because I might contradict myself as usual. There are some forms of black metal vocal that just leave me cold, and not in a good way, because obviously the theme of this this particular EP is the cold and the frost and the night and the silence. But I do love a wraith-like black metal vocal, and this is a perfect embodiment of it here. Not too over the top, just on the cusp of being ripped on the wind. So yes, another thing is thinking about that lifting tone of the keyboards I mentioned. It reminds me of an ascent. It's as if you are climbing a snow-capped mountain. The higher you get, the greater the reward, both in your own performance and usually in the view. And so that sort of lift of the keyboards, along with the drums, the kick drums are going quite rapidly, but the drums in general are trudging as if they are walking through deep snow, I suppose. And so the keyboards that are lifting it. So what I'm trying to say here is that there's an endeavour here, and there is a promise of reward with those keyboards, if that makes any sense at all. I nearly drifted off then. I had to remind myself I'm supposed to be at points commenting on what I'm hearing, although some of you might prefer I didn't. But anyway, yes, as if the sense of being in the cold wasn't evident enough, we've now got that twinkle tingle sort of I said sort of, shoot me, that, what do they call the instrument? I can't remember. But anyway, it gives a sense of ice or even aurora in the background, which gives even more of a chill to it. Yeah. Normally, when this sort of music, I mean, it's slow enough as it was, but when it becomes even slower, or at least any sense of pace here is drum driven, so that's subsided for the now. Normally I would be sort of twiddling my fingers and sort of getting sort of again, shoot me again. I would be waiting for it to change, but here the atmosphere is such that I'm quite happy for this bridge, if you will, that it isn't quite. It's not. Sometimes I think I ought to prepare for these videos, but no, that's not the point as far as I'm concerned. So where was I, and what on earth am I trying to say? Yeah, bits that would normally turn me off in a track elsewhere don't here, due to the atmosphere that's presented. I'll stop with that because that's as close as I'm going to get to what I'm trying to say, I think. They often say, don't they, that you shouldn't listen to heavy metal music or punk rock or the like when you're driving, because it makes you more aggressive in your driving, you'll speed up and you'll cause a calamity. So listen to something nice and smooth, which is bollocks. Well, it might be bollocks, I don't know. I don't know what the science is behind it. It doesn't work for me, and that I don't drive any differently, no matter how fast the music is. But having said that, some of the music I listen to, if I try to match the speed of the music, I'll be in orbit. But what I can say is I will be very careful about listening to this whilst driving, because it so easily sends me into a reverie that time stands still. I'm not quite sure where I am, which is usual for me anyway. But how do you tell the difference, I hear you ask? So it is that sort of music that just take you places and cast you adrift for you to relax and ponder upon. Or even then, I don't ponder when I listen to this, because my consciousness wanes and I am somewhere nice and special, maybe chilly, but I'm not thinking too hard when I listen to this. Yeah. Anyway, let's let it glide to the end. So there you go. The living in a cage, I have constant temperature. It doesn't tend to go up or down. It remains constant throughout the year. But having listened to that, if I had a thermostat, I'll be turning up a notch or two, because there's definitely a chill in the air now. Absolutely glorious stuff. Anyway, clicky bollocks, catch you all next time. Cheerio.